Okay, I just want to play a little bit with some ideas that I got from watching a video of a very famous Chen stylist, Chen teacher in China. I'll have to look up his name. I used to watch him quite frequently a few years ago, and then you know how things get. You just drift off and get distracted by 100 other things online. But he's very well known. I'm not sure he's still alive. The video of him is from when a younger time of his. He's teaching two students a couple of Bang exercises, and they are formidable. They're formidable. One of the guys, I'll link to it. One of the guys, he'd just look at you and kill you. The guy in the red. You'll see. But I wanted to play with some of the moves that he was doing in the video. His Bang is quite a bit fatter. It might be as fat as the fat ones that some of you have, the bigger ones. And he spent some time showing a specific grip, which is like this, rather than like this, right? I mean, I believe, either one is valid, but what does having a fatter wrist, what does having a fatter grip, something fatter to grip, do? I feel, if I imagine that my Bang is fatter and I'm gripping it a bit bigger, I feel not only something changing in the relationship of the wrist to the forearm. It's very easy to break the wrist here, to over twist and be in a vulnerable position. So I believe having a fatter grip trains the wrist to not do that, to not go to that place where you could get your wrist broken. So there's one idea I have from it. The exercise is simply turning the Bang and pushing it away while you're in the horse stance. And you're in a double-weighted horse stance, as much as I can tell from watching the video. But he is expanding forward. And I believe, in playing with this exercise, that it's about developing your horse and developing this feeling of fullness in the back, this back like a bear that we strive for in Tai Chi, and just developing a more ball-like stance. So let's play with it, okay? Grab your Bang. Sit down in your horse. And twist the Bang. Hold the Bang. Oh yeah, twist the Bang. Actually, I'm going to pretend I have a fat Bang. And turn. Try the other hand on top. Sit down first. So obviously this is going to train a lot of strength in the thighs. It's also, I think what I'm feeling is it's creating a more solid core. It's definitely closing, going from more neutral, somewhat, neutral to closed. It also keeps the mosquitoes away if you blow at the right moment. Now I can definitely feel my legs working. I can definitely feel, if I had something fatter, my wrists would not bend so much in the front. So there's a nice exercise for training the legs, and this feeling of a lot of things in there. The ribs wrapping around, the waist getting full, the quads sinking, your horse improving, your shoulders are down. Obviously you can't do it if your elbows are up and your shoulders are up. You feel, ah. So if we had something a bit fatter, maybe not this fat, but it is fatter, a thermos will do. He was very specific about the thumb, the relationship of the thumb to the other fingers. So it also might be just a grip that keeps the thumb's integrity with the rest of the hand and keeps it safe. So just things I'm wondering about. So what was another exercise he did? Oh, so then he did an elbow strike. And it's basically the same mechanics, but this is quite advanced. So the emphasis is on the elbow strike, and it's quite a big move. So you're in quite a large stance. And you're going around and forward and down. And the leg, you'll see in the video, it's a very large movement. Then it winds away. Now, what's interesting about this is you can play with first getting the feeling of the one arm, the one side. So you go slow. And the movement is forward and down. A bit, not a lot. So a little bit more juice. Now, something that I believe he said, I don't understand Mandarin, but I do understand body language very well, and so do you. There's the striking arm, but the other arm is pulling. So often we get stuck on the one side. What is the striking side doing? And this side's out to lunch. So he did emphasize that this arm pulls. This arm pulls. So here's the setup for pulling, right? If we were going to do an elbow strike behind, for example. So you can just focus on the pulling arm, not so much on the elbow striking arm, but it's almost impossible not to, right? So the pulling arm gives the striking arm double the power. Try from the side. does something crazy with his legs. The other two students don't do it. He is grabbing the ground like... I'm not sure what that's about. He does it mostly with his left leg. I wonder if he's left-sided, if he's a lefty. But he... And look at your target. Oops. Okay, that's probably enough of that. I just wanted to see what that might look like. Okay. Let's practice a little form. A little postscript here. Something I just noticed as I was drinking my tea. Playing with this grip. I feel that something about it, the hollowing of the palm of the hand, translates all the way through. If you just bring the hand into that shape. I feel it goes, like my whole body goes, which I don't feel so much if I do that. I mean, something happens, right? Something happens, but a fuller, more chi, bigger ball of cotton. Very interesting, yes? Which brings us to sphincter muscles, which is something I've been wanting to study for quite a while. Maybe now's the time, because there's sphincter muscles in our hands, in our mouth, in our eyes, in our genitals, in the digestive tract. The heart, I believe, is a sphincter muscle. And when one sphincter contracts, they all contract to some degree. So we'll be playing with that more, but that's maybe a bit much for right now. Okay? Something to think about. Other move. Let's play with the other move he did. He did this one. As a strike. Maybe as an elbow cow. And so on, and so on, and so forth. Kind of fun. could be a breaking. You could break somebody's arm. This the guy in the red pajamas could break your arm. Okay. More bong magic. You know, the more I never was so interested in the bong before, but you know, everything in its time. Okay. Hala. Practice it. Bye-bye. Let's revisit from Whitesnake Flicks the Tongue and go to the end. Sometimes the spirit just moves you to do it big and fast. Let's do it again slow. Detail. times a day. Practice each new move 3 times a day. While you're waiting for your tea to boil in the morning. While you're waiting for someone to call you back or for some damn program like Zoom to load. Practice the new move 3 times a day. And then just connect it to the form. Okay? Next time we'll go on. 好了，拜拜。Isn't it beautiful? We live in such a beautiful world.